Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Red and black wherever you turn. The San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. Tony Adams, now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do what you're told.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? He's a sharp little ball here. And it's Shevchenko. De Bruyne. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, there's a probing ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Keeper's ball. Nesta. Baresi. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Vinicius Junior. That is a brilliant interception. That's a lovely, neat pass. Van Basten unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pass is just off target. Pull it. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Kaka. Now it's Shevchenko. Van Basten. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. Now it's Vinicius Junior. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Roberto Carlos. Nesta makes the interception. Ronaldinho. And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Van Basten. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Cafu. And it's Gullit. Ronaldinho. Now it's Gullit. Van Basten. He gets big. Oh, has another go. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Here's Griezmann. And the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Yeah, they got away with it, but that was a defensive letdown to see him march through like that.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And he's there to get it away. De Bruyne. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Kaka. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. Nicely aimed pass. Aimed beyond the defence. Kaka! They've got to be quick to recover this. And one more try! He's delivered all right! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Gol! Ha segnato al 38esimo minuto, numero 80.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Messi. He is through here. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
He's picked his way through. Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Kaka. And it's Van Basten. And he's had it nicked away. He's looking to set free a runner. Stoichkov. And the first 45 minutes are up. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we're underway again.
It's not easy being down in situations like this, I know.
Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Quality ball. Oh, good spread. In with a header! No mistake! And with that goal comes comfort. Great header, made it look easy.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Ronaldinho. Messi. Some resolute defending there. Kaka. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He's got away. And it's Rijkaard. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's a key interception. That's a good ball played into space. Played back to the goalkeeper. Donnarumma sends that a long way. And it's Van Basten. Played out to the right. Played back in. Hits one! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Maldini is there, and he can pick it up. Shevchenko has it out wide and in space. He's had it taken off him.
L'affluenza di
Well,
quest'oggi
that
è
defending
di
is unapologetically
80.607
persistent. It's
spettatori.
almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Guardiola. De Bruyne. Vinicius Junior. Ronaldinho. And that's really well manoeuvred. And it's Shevchenko. Well read, nice interception. That's a sharp pass. Nicely weighted ball. Van Basten, out to the right. Guardiola.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's intervened well there. Ronaldinho. He's found a way through. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Fiddles it through. AC Milan could counter here. And he's on his Stoichkov! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 9.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Numero 4. Lasciano il campo per il numero 11, il numero 15, il numero 16.
Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Roberto Carlos. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, good-looking ball. Kaká is on its shapes to shoot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, the most exciting sight on a football pitch. He had too much trickery for that defence. Brilliant.
Rijkaard. And he's picked out the run. Tries a shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Oh, smashing header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, it just had too many bodies around him. He would have done remarkably well to score from there.
No, that's been intercepted. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And he's managed to get free. Now, who's going to be first to this? Beckenbauer, a real chance! There's a goal! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
Stoichkov, he's onside, he's had a hit! It's in! They're seeing no way back, but they are level!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Gol per il Milan. Ha segnato all'85esimo minuto. Numero 15.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Ronaldinho, can they find an extra gear here?
you wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Kaká. Oh, this looks sharp. And he's been shifted off it. He won't be happy with that one. Interesting ball. Swings it, climbs up big! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 20.
So there's going to be another change here. Van Basten getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Oh, perfectly measured that. He has found a way through. There's the hit! Kaká. Now, what about a counter-attack? 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes. "90 minutes gone and nothing between them still." Milan displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. Now it's Shevchenko, but it's lofted through here. Kaká, and a header! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! What a great header, got plenty on that.
Well, that kind of late run into the box is very difficult to deal with, and he met it very well.
Gol! Ha segnato al quarto minuto dei supplementari, numero 22, Kaká!
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Oh, it's Van Basten. And it's Ronaldinho. That is a great pick out. And he's found a way past. Costa Curta. That is ended up in no man's land. Kaká. Gets his pass away. Messi. That's a shade optimistic. Nesta with the clearance. Shevchenko. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Cafu. Here's Shevchenko. He's found a way through. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, super ball. Shot a goal. Costa Curta. Good spot, he's seen the run. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Okafor. And it's Van Basten.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Pull it. Extra time reaches half-time. Yeah, it is coming down to those last 15 minutes. A truly attritional affair that has reduced both teams to near standstill. The saying goes that it only takes a moment to make a difference in this game, but you have to pose the question, is there enough left in the collective tank of either team? And we are already back underway. This Okafor! Hullet, Cafu, Hullet, who does have an assist to his name. That's a good ball out wide. The less said about that pass, the better. Has a look and plays it forward. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's got the shot away! And here's the chance to counter. Now that's well seen too. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Now it's Milinkovic-Savic. Now the finish! Yes! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Milinkovic-Savic wins the duel this time. And it's Bergkamp. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that's it. Nothing to separate them. It is penalties.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a gruelling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
OK, get set. We have penalties. And you can almost hear a pin drop. An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. And he puts them one up.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
Shevchenko is the next man in the spotlight.
Yeah, good pen that. Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
Van Basten is second man up. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
Van Basten is the man who's second in line.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
Milan are looking to keep pace here. Oh, he took a risk, but it's paid off.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Oh, and the keeper guessed right too.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Milan looking to draw level. No! Denied remarkably!
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Can the goalkeeper come up with a moment? And that has lifted the roof! Defeated, dejected, deflated. The ultimate disappointment. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Milan really looked like they were just second to everything. Disjointed even. Yeah, it was a high-intensity game, and that may have gotten to some of the players, but even so, was just disappointing on a lot of levels.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Signore e signori, facciamo gli auguri a un membro del nostro fan club che oggi festeggia l'anniversario.